Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Terry, holding your space. And this is SunPsychic Jean. Hi, Jean.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Terry. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. And everybody, thank you for being here, and particularly the moderators. And we are streaming again. Yay. I'm so glad that we got back to that.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So we are, and you were instrumental in that, weren't you? Did you talk to them? Who talked
I
to them?
did. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know if I was instrumental, but I just went ahead and asked them, asked the questions directly. But I need to go back and clarify a few um, terms. But
Oh,
they did check to see what I was doing. They saw that I was on with my friends and that we were streaming the same show at the same time, and they said that that part was fine.
oh, good. Good, good. I like it, and I think everybody else does too, but if anybody happens to notice that you're not seeing questions or, things that other people are saying, of course, you might not get all the chat. So feel free to, go back and forth between both channels or just be cool. Just be cool, man. That too. That too. Wow. So everybody's talking about big new things coming in too, and I love that, you guys. Um, we are doing readings today, hypnicity. Yeah, we are definitely doing readings. And first, we wanted to talk to everybody about an exciting thing that's happening on Sunday and Monday. So,
Yes,
yeah, Psychics for
psychics,
Kamala.
psychics for democracy.
Oh, for democracy. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What she
And
said.
and
Yeah.
it's on Deborah Lupien's channel, and we all have a series of notifications that are going to be going out for all of us, so that you know where to find it and when to attend. It's a 24-hour sort of I don't know if I want to say marathon or uh, YouTubeathon, and I'm just putting it in the chat now for everybody so that you can save the notifications. But it's a fundraiser for the Harris and Walls campaign and
Yeah.
for democracy.
Yeah. And you're gonna have so many, intuitives there that'll be, giving readings and helping out and everything. So, I think
And
it'll be fun. It'll be fun. We're both doing groups that are gonna be a little different. I'm gonna go ahead and add this to the stage. These are, some of the people that are gonna be on. I think it's gonna be just amazing. So I don't know everybody. There's Deanne Shell Maiden, Danny Shea, Jen Bushman, Marina, of course, Gerald, Tarot Stash, Jeffrey, Ripe Color, Celtic Sheila. Oh my God, look at my picture, Terry. I'm not so sure about that. And Granny, Irish Granny, Helen, Denise Siegler, Dave Johnson, Allie, Heart and Soul Connected. I don't know. Oh, Ramon, I think he's an astrologer.
no,
I've been,
he's
what
an
is he?
intuitive. Yeah,
Is
he's
he
a
an intuitive?
divination specialist. He's a moon scarab.
Okay, I've been wanting to work with him. Yeah, I've seen his name around. I've seen him on a couple of shows, and he looked really interesting. And of course, Nancy Jean's Garden, Sherry, um, and of course, SunPsychic Jean, beautiful picture, Juno, Dr. Whimsy, and Deborah. That's Deborah at the end there. So, and it'll be on her channel, Deborah Luprin. And she channels some angels. So,
Akashic records.
is
Mm-hmm.
it the Akashic Records?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
she does.
okay.
Yeah,
I thought she'd done some angels too,
I'm
but
sure she does angels too, but
yeah,
everything's through the Akashic records. She's phenomenal. Yeah,
yeah.
and she works very closely with Irish Granny, and they do really amazing work together.
Oh.
Yeah. Investigative, and Irish Granny asks her questions from the Akashic records about who killed who and who was sleeping with who, and when did humanity begin, like all of these things. Irish Granny like does all the research and fixes all the questions, and Deborah Lupian just goes in there and finds this stuff out about history. It's really, really, I mean, it's all on Irish. I don't know if it's on both of their channels or if it's on Irish Granny Tarot's channel, but it's phenomenal. It's really worth a watch.
Yeah. Yeah. 24 hours for Kamala. Will you be doing hours of political readings and personal readings? That's a great question, Ness. I think so because I don't have 2 hours of political in me.
No, she did say that she wants it to be light and fun and personal, and
Yeah.
she prefers that we don't get into the politics because we want to keep the energy high. And that's a good segue here. We want to keep the energy high. We want to keep the vibration high. We want to keep the jokes coming, the fun coming, the pictures coming, the music coming, the dancing coming, the reading each other's energies. What's going to happen, for me in the next, 6 months? What do my angel guys have to say for me? All of these high vibrational, light, exciting, festive type of readings is what Deborah Lupian has requested. Now, obviously, everybody in their 2 hour slot is going to be doing something a little bit different, but if you want to have fun, I'm planning
I
on
love
some
that, Laura.
fun.
She's ready.
I'm
Already
ready.
ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Politics can get really low vibe. There's a lot of fear involved, especially this year. I mean, let's be clear, every year, just about, there's been fear, but particularly this year. So I think it'll be a good time to, um, be
Share
high.
the joy. Focus on the joy.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
I love that the media is picking up on spiritual language, spiritual
Ooh,
terms, like leading with joy. And somebody, I think MSNBC was talking about it's an alternate universe for the Democratic convention as opposed to the
is that what they're
Republican
saying?
convention. That's what they said.
Oh my
Yeah, they said it
gosh.
like 2 days after the convention. I was like, "Wait a minute. Are you kidding me?" It was, one of the guys on it, and I just watched, like, the snippets of it in the morning sometimes, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, you're kidding me." So, 68 more days, Jane. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna be raising money, but just come by and have fun. So, don't worry about that. Um, Gotcha, Dolly. So, I am starring everybody, you guys, while we're talking. And yeah, it's a great lineup of readers, right, Sonia? I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah, hope and joy are a clincher, aren't they? Yeah, Jane. It's gonna be really nice. So, Laura, you've heard a few catchwords and terms. Yeah. Yeah. It's like they talk to somebody. You know how in olden days you see the old movies and everybody has a seer and stuff like that with their armies and the generals, and it's like they have their own spiritualist with them,
Mm.
almost giving them this information. What Sonia says, and did you see Johnny Depp's tarot paintings?
Wow.
No, but I'm not surprised. Um, yeah, the Pixar film Monsters Inc. Yeah, the monsters were powered by fear and then realized laughter and joy created higher wattage than fear. Yeah, my nephew was a very sensitive and still is sweet man. And I showed that to him. I let him, because my kids had seen it and they're all in the same age group. And I let him watch it at my house and I got in trouble because he was not happy. He wasn't having it. Anyway, but it was a really interesting movie and it was kind of scary for a little guy. So, wow, hypnicity. So, Mary Poppins, you watched the other day and it's amazing messages. Yeah. Hugs, TK. TK's here. All right. So yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be nice. And, um, I feel like the energy is just flying in, with our thumbnail. I did that thumbnail, and Jean always has the best artwork that she puts together on her channel. Oh my God, it's just amazing. She's so talented. And so I found that, and that reminded me of Jean.
Oh,
So yeah, it was beautiful. All that
it
energy coming in.
it sets the mood of mystery and wisdom and nature and light, and it was just really beautiful. All of the things together was really very beautiful.
Good, good. I'm glad you
Mhm.
liked it. I did. I thought it was great. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad everybody's coming in, and we'll get started on these so everybody can get their question answered today. And we'll be doing, are you okay with doing mediumship and intuitive?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You're always up for anything. I love it. So we might do a tree. We might do, who knows? Jane is asking, hi, Jean and Terry. Do my guides see progress this year to sell? She's talking about selling her property, and and the kids at Los Angeles warm up to my 4 poodles, 2 parrots who are calmer now. Thank you. She's going to be moving closer to her son, whose kids, that's the grandkids that she's talking about, his children.
So, Jane, I'm picking up on the kids and the poodles question, and I feel as though it's not the kids you have to worry about. It's the poodles and parrots. They're going to be like, "Mom, protect us! They're good. They're after us again." Those kids, it'll take them 5 minutes, and they'll be so far in love with the poodles and parrots. You'll have to say, "Okay, that's enough, kids." you know Let the poodles by or they may even adopt one or two of the poodles and say, this little guy's mine. But they'll absolutely fall in love, and it'll be one of the best things that ever happened to them in their lives. So let me see about the selling. That's a little bit more unknown. Jane, will Jane sell before December 1st? Will Jane find a buyer before December 1st of 2024? I'm getting that's a yes, that you'll find a buyer. Will Jane find a buyer before November 1st of 2024? No. Looks like you won't find a buyer until will Jane find a buyer by November 15th of 20? Yes. Will Jane find a buyer by November 10th, 2024? Around there. It's changing to a circle. So keep doing what you're doing. You may have a couple of people that are looking, that are offering, but I think that the one that is going to follow through um, will be in mid-November of 2024 as far as selling. They're afraid of my dogs will attack their old missile poo, mishit poo. I think that is. Um, I think that they think that they're afraid. I think that they're going to warm up to them really fast. I think because they don't know them very well. They don't trust them. Yeah.
Yeah. Jane, they were showing me like bring a bunch of toys for the kids to have ready to play when the dogs come over. Like balls that they can go fetch, of course, biscuits or whatever. But the kids will be okay with them. It's almost like, I don't know if your son is thinking about buying them like a cat, a kitten, or a puppy, but it's like there's going to be another animal. It feels like. Do you feel that, Jean? Like another animal can come in, a small animal, that is kind of everybody's baby, that will kind of balance things.
Yep. I
Yeah.
think so too.
Yeah. And I do see your house selling. I do see, for some reason they keep showing me gold, and now I'm looking at our pictures and our background. But I do see something golden going on. So I don't know what that is, but I think you'll know it when you see it. Like, I don't know if it's going to be the people's name or what's going to happen, but there's going to be something with gold. Maybe they're going to pay in gold. Yeah, we're doing questions today, Flower Peacock Beauty. Hello. Um, yeah. Okay. Let's see. What did she say? Oh, sorry, it's jumping. I need their house. They build and back. Okay, it takes 2 years. Can you stay with them while that happens, Jane, or rent something? So, yeah, and then you get your house taken care of and do it the way you want it. Um, anyway, so I hope that helps, dear. Thank you, Jane. Okay, butterflies are great, are free. Am I growing enough to see a new love interest next year? Her husband passed in 2019 after 37 years of marriage. Oh, butterflies are free. I'm so sorry. Lots of love around you. Husband passed in 2019. Okay, we already said that. I thought there was one more thing that you said there. Butterflies are free. Yeah. And she says, I've always been a caretaker and I'm ready to love, for the love to return.
Oh.
That's beautiful.
So I do feel as though your husband is working on arranging somebody to appear in your life, but it's important for you to be open, willing, and sort of social to the extent that you can be. Um, your husband is extremely grateful for all of the service and the sacrifice that you made in order to assist him in his illness and in with his passing. You enabled him to pass with dignity and grace, and he loves you forever for that. And he wants to make sure that you're happy. And if this is something that you want, that you need, that you desire, he's going to help put this person in your path. And it's important for you to take the steps in order to allow increase the chances of somebody coming into your life. But your husband's working on it. Is butterflies are free, is she going to find a lifelong unconditional love relationship? Will she ever find another lifelong unconditional love relationship? So yes, forever. Will she find a lifelong unconditional love relationship by December 1st of 2024? Not this year, I don't think. Will she find a lifelong unconditional love companion by June 1st of 2025? And I'm getting a yes on that. Will she find a lifelong unconditional love companion by March 1st of 2025? No. Will she find him by April 1st of 2025? Somewhere around April. So it'll be a spring love. And it may be somebody who you may not feel sort of warm to, like they may be a little bit of a curmudgeon or a little bit, wear raggedy clothes, or they may be, you know, interested in motorcycles, and you're like, how could I ever be with some, but it's something about them that you're like, this one thing, I'll never be with somebody like that. But you warm up, and there's like a chemistry, and there's something in each other's eyes that it just it develops as a friendship slowly. And it's not like you ever it's not like he is courting you, and it's not like you are considering him as a romantic partner. It's just that you two sort of click, and you kind of like move in the same circle, or you you kind of do things in at the same place, or it could even be, I see, like when you go to a family's your family's parties or celebrations, that there's another person there. Like it may be an in-law or somebody's neighbor's father or somebody. It's like once or twice removed. It's somebody who knows somebody. And I don't know if it's a wedding, a baby shower, a celebration of some sort, whether it's an anniversary, I don't know, whatever these celebrations are, where family or the neighbors, like this, it's just an in-law to somebody or a neighbor to somebody. It seems like one removed. And you were like, yeah, he's not really my type, but you know what? You'll warm up to each other.
Yeah, I love that. Um, Butterflies are free. I definitely feel like something's coming up too. And I love that it's just going to happen kind of naturally, like when you least expect it. It'll be a friend of a friend. And how many of us, when we met our husbands or our boyfriends, had to throw away ties and sweaters in the trash when they were gone at work or something? Or
Yeah, I lost my window on that one.
yeah, I definitely did that. So I got enchantment. And I love this card because it's really lovely, but it's like outdoors and it's like one of those beautiful days when you can't imagine that this is really on this planet. That's where you're at. But I do feel like it's going to be somebody that is enchanting. This relationship is going to warm up. It's going to be something about listening. So I do feel like your husband's bringing in. I love that you said that, Jean. I do feel like he's bringing a lot of energy in with it. And tell him what you want. Of course, that butterflies are free. Write down exactly what you want. Trustworthy, funny, travel, rides motorcycles, whatever you want. Put it in writing and make your declarations for it. It might have something to do with music too.
Mm.
So I don't know if he's a musician or if you guys you meet him at a concert, at a friend's place or what, but that listening is really important. So, and that's how we attract people, right? We hear what they say, we see them, and they're like, oh my God, she sees me. It's like nobody else has heard me say that. Yeah. So beautiful.
And Scott
Beautiful.
Scorpio's son Tarot is here. Hi, Scott. Thanks for popping in.
Yes. So Scott is listening, but he's also working.
Working. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, okay. And Ness, I did not get your email. I'm sorry, Ness. I was running around town before I got on today. Um, what happened over the past few days? Energy shifts for the past 24 hours. I feel my cognitive capacity is expanded and viewing things from a high level zoomed out. That's beautiful. Do you want to take that?
I was reading it earlier in the chat there, Ness, and I think that I think I'm not really sure. I thought it was your spirit guides giving you this scenario or this image or this feeling um, to see above. But when we say the perspective, it's more of a shift in our emotion and our perspective, as in my boss is manipulative and controlling, and I don't, and she's really crazy too. Somebody must have treated her very poorly in order for her to treat me this way. It's a different perspective. It takes the emotional charge out of it. It's rising above the situation, taking yourself out of out of the egoic connection or that entanglement, rising above energetically, emotionally, and perspective, like just changing the direction of how you're looking at things. And instead of saying, she's a pain, I can't stand her, she's always doing, you're saying, she's somebody who needs help, and she is a chronic liar, and nobody in the office is nice to her. I can't imagine what she may have gone through in her life to make her do this, and to not allow this to affect us, our energy, and to rise above the petty or the egoic sort of conflict. Um, so that's, and for you to have either that, or you're dreaming that you're flying in a bird, or that you are a bird and that you're flying, and that this is what you're remembering from a dream.
Yeah.
But oh wow,
She
okay,
feels taller. It's hard to describe, like being in a treehouse. Yeah. Yeah, you're seeing everything. So in the Vedas, we call this witnessing awareness, where you're looking at something and you're not tied to the outcome. You're just watching it happen. It's not that you're not feeling the emotions of it. You still will, but you're looking at everything with compassion. Um, there's this, I saw somebody speak about this recently, and it was really
oh,
interesting. Yeah, seeing the big picture, right, Sonia? And also that when you do that, there's this weird thing, and don't get it wrong, but it because it does sound funny when it first comes out. You don't care, you have compassion. Caring and compassion are different, two different things. When we care, it's like then just that energy, you think about it and you care about the outcome. Like you're tied to it. You've got energy on it.
invested. Hmm.
Yeah, you're invested. When you have compassion for the outcome, you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch this happen." You're just a step removed from it. They also show me like a portal that you went through. So this is like going, yeah, transmutation, going to the next level, going to the next dimension. And this is, yeah, a sense of peace and calmness. Yeah, this is like Ananda. So you have just risen to this new level, like Jean was saying, and everything looks different up there. And it will. The other thing, Ness, and I know you're already so intuitive, but you're going to have um, all sorts of new, what is it called? Synchronicities. Like, and this happens, you guys, when we get there to these places, like you get these synchronicities. You ask for something and boom, rockstar parking, boom, whatever you're asking for, peace on earth, boom. And it's peace within to how the earth is going, like having compassion for what's going on in the Middle East, having compassion for what's going on in Ukraine, having compassion for people that think differently than us, about campaigns. So it's a beautiful place. Ness, you felt that, the synchronicities? Yeah. Yeah. Um, okay. And it happens with your job searches in the past, synchronicities, and you're on the job search. Yeah. Yeah. So, and I'm sorry, I did not see those emails. I would have gotten back to you on those. So I will when we get done. All right. And next, everybody, I love that Ness, though. Thank you so much because you always bring beautiful things in. Um, okay, Leah, may I ask to hear from my grandfather, Sunjni Swanson? Sunjni. Leah, is he um, some sort of like is this father connected to the earth? Sujni, is he some type of like either Celtic or Norwegian or American indigenous type of energy? Just let us know.
Swedish, tall and thin.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you have a book, but he's showing me a book, Leah, and he's showing me you reading this book. And this is the book of the family history. So I think this is like the field of Akash of your ancestors. Because it's going back to like olden days, um, in 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 that type of area, and there's a lot of like really different sprites and things, right? And was it Finland? It's somewhere in the Scandinavian area. So, but there's really interesting birds and giants and the mountains and leaving gifts for the mountains and the spirit of the mountain. So he's talking about you getting involved in this. So I don't know if you're already doing that or if that's coming up. Oh, and I'm on the wrong. Sorry, I'm on comments. I wasn't on comments. Shuni, red hair. Oh yeah. So that's yeah, we're descended from Eric the Red way back then. So my father said. But yeah. So so there is that red. There's definitely something going on there. So let me know what you think about that. I feel like he wants you to delve into that family history. Something needs to be surrendered, something let go. I don't know if it's ancestral karma. Maybe you're holding on to, like sometimes we have an aspect of ourselves that's kind of injured just because it's passed down in your genome and it's like it's genetic, you know. And just like if you had somebody in your family that was in the Holocaust or, you know, their village was pillaged way back when, then that fight or flight response is has an attachment to it. Basically, it's kind of what you look at it like. So he kind of wants you to look at that and make an offering, and he's definitely talking about it, an earth offering.
You're ready?
Mhm.
So, Leah, what I was picking up, the first thing I saw when I closed my eyes was a body of water, like a lake. Oh, here, she wants to follow up with you. I,
Okay. You want to go to his grave in Duluth. He died when my mom was 8 in a cabin deep in the woods off grid, and we lost his land.
oh,
That's the land he's talking about. Okay. That makes
oh.
so much sense, Leah. Yeah.
So, Leah, I saw a lake view. Does this land have a lake on it? Because I did see him looking out on a lake. He's showing me a young girl with pigtails. I don't know if you or your mother ever wore pigtails, but the pigtails had the curls in them, like, you know, two on either side, and then the curls, almost like Cindy Brady. And he's showing me that he was very stern. And I feel like he smoked. I couldn't tell what if he was smoking like cigars, a pipe, or his own, uh, something like that. He was a very hard worker, always working and fixing things like in the driveway, in the garage, and in the yard. Like the garage, the yard, and the driveway were all like his domain. I feel like that the grandchildren did bring him joy, but he kind of actually, if he died when your mom was 8, I don't know, but whatever children were around him, it did bring him joy, but he didn't have the ability or the time to leave everything go and sit and play with the kids like he would have loved to. He did play with them and, you know, kind of give them a pat on their head and tell them to go on their way, that he had to get back to work. But he did say that the children brought him joy. Um, he enjoyed the quiet nights outside, listening to like those crickets or listening to the nature sounds and the stillness. He liked to sit outside and listen to this nature at night, like dusk till even after night. Um, I did also get that he had some sort of a trauma. I'm not sure if he was in the military or if some sort of trauma happened to him earlier in life. Maybe there was a fire that he lost some friends, or maybe there was an accident or a boat accident that he lost some friends. But he does think about this trauma, and it didn't haunt him, but it did sort of he I don't know if pining is the word, but he would constantly he would be thinking about it and trying to work it out in his mind, in his heart, in his brain. I don't know if he was if it was part of his family that was lost. Maybe he lost his father, or maybe he lost his brother. Some sort of tragedy happened earlier in his life that he never quite got over, and he needed to sit outside and sort of, just think about things. And like during the day, he was very busy, but he wanted to remember them. He wanted to remember this incident and not let it go, because it's almost like we'll never forget, I just feel like he was searching in his soul when he would sit out there at night. But yeah, he's a very deep man, and he's stern, smoked, hard worker. He liked the kids, but he couldn't spend as much time as he wanted with them. He had to work, and he got hit with a mining blast in his chest. Oh, maybe he lost some friends. There's some sort of an accident or a trauma that he lost loved ones unnecessarily. It's almost like he knew that they weren't following the rules, and that's what happened. Like there was something, not that he could have prevented, but he could have spoken up. I think that he either blamed himself, or he had that like survivor's guilt. There may have been people that passed in that accident, but he thought about that, and he showed me him thinking in his porch on the cabin in the woods, just thinking about this and sort of trying to reconcile it. Hmm.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. She said it led to his death. He was too young. Um, yeah. Find out what happened to him. He's a Pisces. I don't think that you have to go to that land unless you feel called to, Leah. I think you can do it on any land, but um, um, there's certain. He says that you're going to know who the spirits are that you need to make this offering to. So if you don't now, you're going to find out pretty soon. So we're going to skip up to Rainbow because I think she's in India, Flower Beauty Peacock Rainbow. Um, I'm pretty sure she's in India, and she said it's like 2:30 in the morning. So bless her. Um, okay, question. What will happen when I go for my spiritual retreat? Any healing or any changes in my life from that?
I think that it'll be very good for you. I think that you'll reorganize your sense of self, not not necessarily self-respect, but self care, self nurturing, self. Uh, I don't know what that word is. Um, you know, you'll find and tune into your true authentic self. You'll tap into this, you'll connect to this, and it will be a ever loving vibrational connection that has always been there, but you've always pushed it away because you're listening to your ego. But it's the higher self, it's the soul inside of you that you will connect with, and that you'll never forget this, and it'll always be with you from that moment on. Right now, you know that it exists, but you will connect to this, and you'll have an experience, an undeniable experience there.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's like you get all sorts of new things, and they're showing me like orbs all around your hair, all around your head, like a crown of orbs, a crown of new understandings, new energies that are opening up for you, Rainbow. And it's uh, are you doing a Vipassana? Because I feel like your things are going to awaken. Like you're going to be able to look at a flower and commune with it. and kind of get all your senses alive. So it's going to be really amazing. Okay, so sometimes when these things happen, your crown chakra can hurt you guys. You can get like a crown chakra headache. So just go easy on yourself and make sure you drink a lot of water. You're going to an ashram for a month. Oh, God, you're going to have so much fun. Still, okay, this is going to be amazing for you. Make sure that you're gentle with yourself. You don't have to do it all on the first day. Yeah, another ashram. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. And I'm seeing a lot. I mean, I don't know who heads it or anything about it, but there's going to be a lot of divine feminine energy that's going to come into you. Um, I don't know if it's because of where it's situated or if it's going to be because of the people that are there. Yeah, multiple meditations, and you go every year. See, this is what they do in other countries, you guys. You go for a month, and as Americans, we don't get that. I mean, we don't grow up with it, so we don't really understand it. But this is beautiful. This is how we all need to live. Yeah, with your guru. Yeah, well, there's going to be, even if he's masculine, there's going to be a lot of beautiful. I don't know if it's Durga or who it is that's coming in for you, or Kuan Yin, but you're going to have this beautiful divine feminine energy. So it's going to be amazing. Wow. I love that for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now go to sleep if you need to. Kim B. Hello, Kim. I would love to hear any messages from spirit and guides.
Is Kim here? Has she said hello recently? Kim, just say hi, because I need to tap into your energy. Kim B, if you're here, just say hi. For some reason, I went to tap in and I couldn't find her.
Yep, she's here.
Good. Thank you. The message that I heard as soon as I started to tap into your energy is be kind to yourself. Pace yourself, be patient with yourself. It does no good to reprimand or to condemn or to criticize anyone, anything, or ourselves. It's not a motivator. It's important to be kind and patient with ourselves and treat yourself as if it was your own daughter. So consider that Kim has a higher Kim that is taking care of her. So the big Kim is telling you, the little Kim, to be kind to yourself. And you are taking care of Kim. Your higher self, is taking care of Kim, the human aspect of that soul. And it's important. The soul needs you to take care of that Kim. That's a human um, component or aspect, a human aspect. So the big Kim needs you to take care of little Kim, the human aspect, so the big Kim can flourish through this human and work with this human. And when you condemn your human Kim, your ego, when you reprimand or judge or get impatient, that is really preventing that growth. That is, the energy is like, sort of bubbling up right now, and your spirit, your higher self, is saying, I need you to work with me. I need you to clear the path so that we can work together. And your soul's vibration wants to come through and follow your soul's destiny. And with you reprimanding or saying, "Oh, that was so stupid," or "I'm so late," or "Why did I say that?" It's it's not important. What's important is you say, "We'll try again. Next time I'll know. I didn't want to say that. I want to give that to my angels," and keep moving forward and try. They say that humans carry so much burden, so much judgment, so much we condemn ourselves over and over again, and it really weighs on our spirit. But your higher self, Kim, wants this little self, Kim, to allow this vibration of your soul to come through and to express your soul's uh, desire here in this world. So that's what they want you to know.
Yeah, I love that. It is like society's constructs, right? And we start getting it as a very young child, like, well, that didn't hurt. You don't need to cry, or, smile to that person and say thank you when they said something that wasn't really, anyway, going on and on. But um, so we look at all these constructs and then we judge ourselves with them. But really, our higher self doesn't need that. And that's kind of what we're here to do at this time, is to show other people too how to do that, Kim. Like everybody here is a light worker and a way shower. If you're here, that's what you're doing. And your light, your energy raises the vibration of the entire planet. And they showed me these little flowers, and it's like, this is Kim and she's blossoming. But then you became massive and you had two smaller flowers around you um, that were coming up with you. So I don't know if you have two children, two cats. I don't know what's going on there, but I feel like there's somebody that you're showering these gifts on as you take care of yourself. And I think that's one of the hallmarks of somebody that's successful and somebody that lives a long time, is self-care, whether that's spiritual care or physical care. Like Flower Beauty Rainbow or Peacock Rainbow going on a month-long retreat. That's such a great thing to take care of yourself. So do that. I started doing small things for myself, Kim, because I do that. Like, I'll lose things. I'll lose emails. Like, how can you lose an email, right? But I can do it. And I just get it down on myself. And then so now, before I go to bed at night and when I wake up in the morning, I tell myself, I love you, Terry.
Oh.
And that sounds kind of silly, but it changes the vibration of my day and the vibration of my sleep at night. So little things like that. But but you are on your path, and there are those that are watching you because they love you. So and you're making a huge change in their life. So thank you so much, Kim. Um, okay. And then we're going to go to um, Heavenly Blessed Honey. Are you here, Sonia? That's a lot to think about. It is, isn't it, Kim? It's all a lot to think about. Aw, we love you too, Sally. Yay, she's here. Okay. Does your mom, Solveig, have a message for me about my daughter, Christina, being pregnant? They were very close. Another Scandi. That energy's coming in pretty strong
Uh-huh.
today.
Okay, so your daughter Christine is pregnant, and you want to know what your mom has to say about it because they were very close. I think well, I've said this before, but your mom already met your grandchild, and it's all souls. It's all divine. God, it's all divine orchestration. It's all pre-planned, is what I hear, and she's saying that she's chosen to carry this child, and she's it's part of her destiny, that it's not anything that was, I mean, it may have been unplanned to your daughter or to you, but it wasn't unplanned to them. It was divinely orchestrated. Everything is happening for a reason, and to trust that. Don't think that, oh, it happened by mistake, or it shouldn't have happened, or it didn't happen because of this. Everything happens for a reason, and it's divinely orchestrated. This person, this soul needed to come into this world through your daughter at this time for a reason. And we don't know what this reason is, but your grandmother is saying, or your mother, her grandmother is saying that it's divinely orchestrated, to trust and to love and to cherish. And she's saying that she will be there to help raise this child. And this child, sort of like when the child's a baby, and the grandparents who are passed away. Oh my gosh, that's what she told Christina, that it was divine timing or divine orchestration. Yep. Hmm. Yep. That's what it is. Since you get it, I'm going to stop there.
Yeah, it's amazing. So, yours is like, Kim's only in a mirror picture. It's so funny because now they're showing me the 3 flowers again, but where Kim was the tall one in the center and she was bringing up the little ones, you and your mom are on either side of this baby and bringing up this baby, Sonia, and it's like, she's standing in your light. So it's just it gives me chills. It's gonna be so beautiful. Um, but you're definitely gonna be taking care of that baby, in a spiritual sense, if not in a physical sense. Um, and and it's like they're talking about everybody's garden growing right now and how, we're all blossoming. And these kids come in and they're already blossoming. Like they come in knowing. And this is going to be huge for you because you're going to watch her and you're going to know, and she's going to know, so it's going to be amazing, Sonia. What fun. What a joy.
Yeah, absolutely. What a
Yeah.
blessing.
Yeah. I don't know if that answered the question about what your mom thought, but I think you know what your mom thinks. She's excited, man. She's beaming. Um, okay. Let's see. Jessica Lynn, may I have an energy reading or message from my guides if possible? Jessica, are you here, dear? Hi, warrior girl.
Hi, warrior girl.
How you doing?
Oh, her youngest Tiffany is pregnant too. Oh my gosh, that's going to be so much fun.
That's your garden growing. Yep.
She said 3, so watch out for the third. Didn't you say 3, Terry?
I did. I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, maybe somebody's having twins. Oh,
Oh, that
you
would be
got to let
fun.
Terry know if there's twins.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, Jessica Lynn is here. May I have an energy reading or message from my guides if possible?
Hypnicity said twins too. And I know that you wrote that before I said it, to hypnicity, because of the delay. I realized that. That's funny. She said it too.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh, synchronicity. I love that.
yep. Gotta follow up with Terry. He's
Everybody's
gonna have
getting
to go. We're gonna have to come over and pick you up off the ground, though. You're gonna be like, I can't believe that.
Then you have the twin showers. This happened. A friend of ours, her son's, her, her son and his wife just had twins about a year ago. And so we really came out in force because twins, you have to buy everything double for. So it was like, it was really an adult shower, just all the grandmas and the grand aunties and everybody coming in force. So the garden's really coming in, Jessica Lynn, and it's about you blossoming. It feels like, maybe you didn't get any sunshine for a little bit. You're a twin, Jessica Lynn. Of course you are. Twin energy. I love that. Um, so sometimes, and this happens with the way the planets have been too. We had a lot of thick energy here. So, maybe you didn't shine your light. and let people know what's really inside Jessica Lynn, like dance your freak dance or fly your freak flag. Um, but it feels like your light is emerging right now, Jessica. Um, you've got, in particular, a guide that is a divine feminine, and she does kind of dance. Like if you look at the thumbnail that we picked today, and that beautiful goddess, and she has those flowing robes. It's like that type of energy is flying in for you. So, and there's that "don't rain on my parade" stuff. Yeah, you've been a hermit for a while. Yeah. Well, I mean, we all were for what, 2 years, 2.5 years. And then it's easy to go back to it, especially when it's Mercury retrograde, because everything's going nuts. So that's okay. No judgment. There's never any judgment. You're always exactly where you're supposed to be. And so now they're just saying it's time to fly. So I did that thumbnail because it reminds me of Jean, but they're kind of really pointing it out for you too, Jessica.
Okay. Jessica, I'm getting something a little more specific for you. I feel like your spirit guides want you to try and or plan to do more exploring in your meditations and recording where you travel. Allow exploration, allow travel, and record yourself verbalizing your own meditations, because I feel like you do some meditations, you get some hits, you forget them, and they want you to build on this meditation, build on these connections, and to come back and visit them again and to strengthen that connection. So I'm not sure if you jot down notes or, but they want you to try and record it like with your voice. And they want you to open up and allow for the creativity and imagination to flourish. You're either you're saying, "Oh, I shouldn't be doing that. Oh, I can't go there. That doesn't make any sense." You're sort of analyzing what you're seeing, sensing, and feeling. And would you please turn those lights on for me? It's kind of dark in here. Thanks, hon. And I couldn't put, if you could put on the hall light and the kitchen light, that'd be great. And so that they're saying to allow the creativity and imagination to flourish. And they want you to do this and also try and I keep saying try, but they don't want me to use that word. They want you to allow for unscheduled time and decisions for at least 4 to 8 hours. If you could do it in 24 hours, that'd be best, but we know we're all busy. But try and have these 4 to 8 hour blocks where nothing is scheduled and you follow your inspiration. If you feel like going and getting a coffee, go and get a coffee. If you feel like stopping at the Goodwill, stop at the Goodwill. If you feel like, cleaning out that drawer with all the letters and pictures and stuff, if you want to just rest and relax and meditate, they want you to feel them sort of working through you. So try and have at least a 4 hour window where you have nothing scheduled and you're just going to listen to your instincts and intuition. And they want you to follow all of the insights and intuitions in real time. In like, oh, I kind of think this. Oh, I'm going to do that. Whether you're in the house, outside of the house, whether you go on a drive and you listen to the way that you feel like, oh, yeah, I kind of like that place I went to. It was somewhere down here. And like they want you to allow them to work through you and for you to listen to your instincts. And this is allowing the creativity and the imagination to flourish. You can do this in your meditation as well as in those 4 to 8 hour blocks. And they said unscheduled listening, but unscheduled sort of time where you can just follow your own instincts and your own direction. And it's not, it is your own, but it's your spirit guides wanting to. And you may not, you may just do the regular thing that you usually do in the first 4 hours. You may do what you usually do in the second 4 hours. But when they know you're open and you're unscheduled for these 4 hours and you're ready to listen to your instincts, they're going to start popping in these inspirations and ideas for you to act on. And you're going to be like, oh, where'd that come from? But it's important to allow for the time and to follow these things, and then practice this. Do this on a sort of like on a routine basis, whether it's monthly, weekly, daily, whatever you can do.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. I've been trying to do some of that, and do some writing, but, rewards are huge. It creates new neural pathways. Your endorphins start running through your body. If you have something that you have to do, like return a bunch of emails or whatever, study for something, whatever you're doing, reward yourself. Go to the Goodwill. I love that idea. God knows, but or give yourself time to just watch something silly on TV or listen to music, or better yet, do nothing. I love that idea. That's beautiful, Jessica Lynn. Do you have time for another one?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um,
I think that there's just a storm going over. I don't hear it, but it's getting very dark out. That's why it got so dark in here. I
I
don't.
have one too.
Oh, you do? Yeah,
Like,
there's something big coming over, and
yeah.
but it's not here yet. It's just coming in.
Okay.
So
We'll just do this one if you have to go
yeah, no,
downstairs
it's
or
going to be
anything.
later tonight, but it's just getting dark. You know how it does.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I wanted to get this in for Jen. Jen Bowles. I'm attending a wedding Saturday. Something about this wedding has me anxious. I think I'm going to make a connection there. Not sure what type to. Any feel. Jen, are you still here too, dear? So I should have asked that. Oh, good. She's here. Yeah.
so, Jen, I as soon as you started telling me about a wedding, and I do feel like you're going to find somebody that is attracted to you and flirtatious around you and wants to dance with you and sort of paying attention to you, and it's almost going to like open up those feelings of I thought I was done with that, or I didn't know that that was still something I wanted. And, he may not be the end all be all, but he'll be somebody who will almost like open your eyes to, yeah, I think I would like somebody to pay attention to me, and I would think I would like somebody to hang out with, like companionship. It's that, the coupling companionship. Let me see if something's gonna come from it. But I do see you talking and flirting and dancing and having a good time. Um, and you may even be talking to somebody who's a little more quiet at the table, and they have like a very lively conversation with you, because they love your authenticity, and I mean you're just a bright light for them. um, is this a relationship that will start for Jen? Is this a meeting? No, I'm getting a no, that he's not the one, but he may be the catalyst, or he may know somebody, or he may say, "I just met a really nice girl, and um, and she was so nice, and I was talking to her, and I thought she would be great for you." You know what I mean? Like he might go back and tell his friend or his family or his brother, whoever it is, but you're going to get along with them because you're going to like recognize each other's sort of vibration. But it's not, even though he may be not flirtatious, but like interesting to talk to, and how they have this, I guess, peacock feather moment he may be doing, but it's just because he wants to impress you, but I don't think he wants to I'm not getting that he's the one. I think that he knows somebody, or he just likes the attention. You know what I mean? And it's okay. It's fine to do that, to just like the attention. But I don't know that, but he knows somebody maybe that he could say, I just met this really nice girl at this wedding. We had such a great conversation. She's not really for me, or I'm tied up, or I'm still going over my divorce, but you might, something like that. I it might come something might come from it, but it awakens something inside of you. She said she knew that already. Of course you did, Jen. Hmm. But keep an open mind, because he could be the one, but I feel like he may be a connection.
Yeah.
But take it lightly. Don't take it so seriously. Yeah.
Yeah. They're kind of there's when you started saying that, Jean, I saw training wheels. Like, remember when you learned how to ride a bike and they gave you the training wheels and there, so everything was a little topsy-turvy at first, but then you got it and you didn't need those training wheels anymore.
Mm.
You could ride on your own. You think you'll be friends and through him you'll meet someone. Yeah, Sherry and you've been talking about this. Okay, Jen, that's great. Um, they are showing me you getting, your finer things on. Like, they're showing me definitely a special necklace. I don't know if it's pearls or what it is, but something that makes you feel really special, and even wearing, a flower or something. I don't know if you're in the wedding or if you've got a jacket with the flower, a silk flower on it or what. But also know that it's not that, you're that he's interviewing you, you're interviewing him, and you're the catch. So just go in with that, idea that, you are something special, and you are, and know your worth when you're going in there. And if there's one thing that is sexy, it's confidence. When you know your worth, then people admire that, and they want to, help you with that, either help you with that, or they want to know you. So anyway, I do feel like it's going to be exciting. Um, yeah, and it should be beautiful. So yeah, yeah. So anyway, thank you so much, Jen. You're going with the mother of the bride. Yeah, so you need to dress to impress if you're going
Jen,
with the mother
are
of the
you
bride.
in Texas? I think I remember you being in Texas. Um, Only because I know of somebody having a wedding in Virginia. There's a lot of people get married over these long weekend holidays.
Yeah,
But are you in Texas, Jen? Is the wedding in Texas or Virginia? Just curious. Mhm. I think there's a little bit of a delay, so take your
yeah.
time. Just curious.
I don't know what that song was, if it was a song or what it was, but all my exes live in Texas. Um,
Wisconsin. All right, good for you. Good for you.
yeah,
Okay. A lot of
amazing.
people are getting married this weekend. Yeah.
Wow, exciting. Well, thank you so much, Jean, for being here. This is always so much fun when we get together. So I just really enjoyed it. And everybody, please try to come by if you can this weekend. We're going to be on Monday or no, Sunday and Monday for Psychics for Democracy. And thank you for pulling that up, Jean. I'll add that to the stage. Psychics for Democracy Live. I'll be on at 7:15 with Jen Bushman for a couple of hours, and then like an hour later, you're going to be on with.
Yes, I'll be on 11 a.m. Eastern and 12 noon Eastern. So 11 to 1 Eastern. Um, and all there just come, there's going to be prizes, giveaways, film and outtakes and funny things, and so much fun and games and very high vibrational celebration. It's just going to be a wonderful time. It's so nice to have the entire community come together over this. It's 4 p.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern on Sunday the 1st to 4 p.m. Eastern Monday the 2nd. So over that holiday those 24 hours, whether you're on the West Coast or East Coast or in between. But
Yeah.
I think we have all of the time frames or all of the time zones covered here with all of the readers. So it's just going to be so much fun, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope to see everybody there.
Yeah, come on by, and if you wanna donate, that's great, but if you don't have that, that's okay, come for the party. It'll be a big party. So, yeah, thanks so much. And everybody, thank you so much for being here today. This was a joy, and the energy and the questions were phenomenal. So, we really, really thank you for being here. All right, we'll see y'all later.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.